Greetings to our brothers and sisters at St Anne's Ryde.
And we hope you're all doing well at this time. And despite this whole situation, having to meet online, Zoom in COVID, and we've been praying for you all as well.
I just want to first of all begin by sharing with you briefly about the situation here in Cambodia. COVID is once again on the rise or on the march. Particularly the countries around us are affected, Thailand and Vietnam. But even here, we have fairly a lot of restrictions placed on us. So a lot of places are closed, like gymnasiums, karaoke bars, not that that affects us much. Schools, the Bible school and churches are all closed down. Restaurants have limited seating. And so we've been living like this for quite a while now. In some ways, we could say we're over it. But anyway, we have been able to teach. People have become much more savvy with online learning, although resources here are much more limited than they are in somewhere like Australia. And so here, a lot of our students, they struggle with internet availability. A lot of them don't have to borrow a computer if they want to type an assignment. And they have household chores if they're living around the house in the countryside where people are trying to manage small farms. But at the same time, we've been greatly encouraged by the number of students who have tried so hard to study, and some of them have probably thrived in this environment, while others, weaker students, have often really struggled and perhaps not got through, or who otherwise might have crept through. But thanks to, I guess, to God's sovereignty, we can see him moving in many different ways, and that through these difficulties, the church is gradually being refined. And so while many people who might otherwise come for other reasons have left, others who are seeking to understand why this is all happening, why God, who is in control, is allowing this to happen, where the meaning of life lies, where there is hope. And so this has given us many opportunities in our daily conversations to talk with people about the gospel. And also, we've also found that many of our students have become much closer to us as they seek to solve the problems that confined life has brought up. And so this has been a good opportunity for us to be able to help them to grow in their Christian maturity and in their understanding of the gospel, and in their seeking to find out where they can best serve where they are and in the future. We hope to be returning to Australia very soon. We did have tickets for the 31st of October, but they have been cancelled. We're looking out for when Australia opens up. Hopefully we can be back by Christmas time. We're looking for a place to stay in Sydney somewhere where we can be together as a family, with Joshua coming back to us while we're there. And also, we have summer school, which now will only be online, but missionaries are going up to Katoomba to organise it up there. My parents, who some of you will remember because they were part of St Anne's in the 1990s, which is about where they are now, they will be returning back from Gloucester, and they've bought a place in Newcastle, which they're hoping to move into within the next few weeks. We would like to be back to help them in that settling in as well. And so there's plenty of reasons for us to come back at this point, as well as Grace commencing study, or so she tells us. And so we're very much looking forward to seeing you, particularly knowing that you've been praying for us and faithfully supporting us as we seek to serve here in Cambodia for more than 20 years. Now Leona's going to share some prayer points with us.
So thank you so much for praying for us, upholding us in prayer of all these different matters that Dave shared. And just want to ask, please do join in prayer with us, giving thanks to God for the great opportunities we've had here in Cambodia over this last term with this whole COVID situation. But there have been opportunities to serve through teaching online with Zoom. Thank God for the technology so that we can continue to see our students grow in their understanding of God's word. And thank God too for opportunities for us to mentor students as they've been facing various difficulties in their lives, within their marriages, with their families, and extended family and health issues. So give thanks to God for this opportunity for us to be with them and walk alongside them in these times. Do pray for Dave's parents, as they've now got, they sold their home in Gloucester and they're waiting to move into their home in Newcastle during this whole situation of lockdown. They'd value prayer for that. And also please pray for the provision of the tickets for us, and that we're able to return to Australia soon and be able to help support Dave's parents and be able to also catch up with Josh and help settle Grace into university. So thank you once again for praying for us and remembering us in this way. And we do hope that your time of fellowship together will be encouraging, and we hope that one time soon you'll be able to regather together in person.
Sen kne, chumripli, sumbripin and po.
Goodbye and God bless.